Hey there! I'm so glad you're watching this video, and if you are, that means you're probably interested in understanding what we do in Composition Club. And so I just want to show you some of the assignments in this one, so that way you can understand what the students are going to be able to do after they've spent some time in class with us, as well as see some of our actual student work from the past. So I want to highlight just three pieces, kind of one from the beginning of our program, one in the middle, and one towards the end. And so our first one here, it's called two-part melodies. This is an assignment where students are starting to learn how to use notes to make melodies. And by the way, if your student doesn't know how to read music, that's perfectly fine. We teach all of that. So this is a little bit beyond that, but only a matter of, maybe a month or two. And so what I show them is that melodies are often made up of two different parts. And so I give an example here. And in class, what we do is we play through that and explain what it looks like and how it works as well. Here's another example. It's a little bit longer on each part. And then I give students an opportunity to compose their own. Now, notice that I give them very specific instructions because by following these instructions, they're going to learn how this is done. So for example, on this one, Melody 1 says compose a two-part, 8-measure melody using steps. Begin part 1 on middle C and end on G. So you see the student, he starts on middle C and he ends it with G right there, okay? Now, part 2, which is down here, I said start on G and end on either high C or middle C. So he starts on G and then he ends on middle C. I want to play this to you just to show you how easy in some ways this is. And so so we can hear the student's work. Here we go. Wonderful. Yeah. So he had fun with that one too. And then he actually got to do another one down here, similar to it, but it has some different instructions. If you follow the instructions, it sounds great. Now, let me show you one from the middle of our program. So this comes after many, many weeks of it. We also highlight different techniques of composition. And so this one is talking about mixing steps with skips. At least that's what we call them. A step is where you go from one note to the very next note, either higher or lower. And then a skip is where you go one away. So it'd be like going from C to E as opposed to just C to D. And so when he did this, he used several skips in it as well as some steps. And he makes up a pretty cool melody. As the program continues then, the melodies and the ideas, they do get more complex. But again, we give very specific instructions and students are able to accomplish a lot because of it. Let's listen to this student's composition here. These two lines. Yeah, pretty cool, right? All right, now I want to just show you where we go with this because eventually this student was able to add harmony and texture and different styles to it. And so by the end of our whole program, students are starting to exploring making music in different styles and really all kinds. Some of them are going to be classical, some will be jazz, some will be rock. The world is up to them, and they also are able to use their own imagination, and that's what our instructors are there to do in helping them explore how to do this. So let me show you one of our assignments. This one is it's one of my favorites actually. It's called Bosa Beach Day. So it's a bossa nova. That's a type of jazz from Brazil. Very, very popular in the 1950s and really even today. So what we did with this is we gave the students certain notes to work with. We gave them certain harmonies. These are kind of complex harmonies, but that's okay. By this point, they're able to understand what that means. And also, we also give them some rhythms to work with that help give it some of the stylistic qualities of a bossa nova. Now, after that, we allow them to start composing. Now, some of it we're going to give to them. This is like an accompaniment that we write out for them. This is just part of the assignment. They're free to change it, but we usually recommend not, so that way it doesn't change any of the harmonies or some of the structure of the song. And then down below, this one, the student starts their melody here, and they create a melody of their own. And so this student created a really cool melody. So I wanted to play it and just have you hear what they were able to do. Here we go. That student had a lot of fun putting that one together, and they were able to take their time with it and explore the genre of bossa nova music. So I encourage you, head over to our website and sign up today for Composition Club. We have so much fun in the class, exploring music, exploring ways of making music, and really just having a good time working together on making music. So we'll hopefully see you there. Bye-bye.